Microphone. Crazy sunset again. Hello, folks. Guess who's late? Guess who's late? Well, she emailed earlier saying she was going to be late, so I kind of knew. Diane from Recreation Outside Las Vegas. I guess she's doing too much recreation time outside. How's everyone doing today? It's my second live stream today. Yeah. I got things pretty sorted out, I think. Other things going on today, but how's everyone doing today? Talk to me. How's the sound? Do we sound okay, guys? Pamela Brooks. Hello. Larry. I'm going to be seeing Sarah Jane Woodall here soon. Talk to me, Goose. Al, how you doing? It's been a while. You pop in once in a while. It's one of those days. I guess it's a while. Maybe that's what it means. It's been a wild day. Not a wild day, but a wild day. Where, once in a while you pop on. It's been one of those days here too, Pamela. It's been kind of overcast today. We're getting some sunlight now, right at sunset. Literally, look at what I'm seeing here. Let me flip the camera around. That's the sunset. See, can I get it? Can I get it to? No, I can't. Anyway, that's the first sun I've seen today. Guess you'd call that the son of a gun. Or star. Or light of a star. You know what I mean. Tom Fry, thank you very much for your donation today. You don't have to say anything, Tom. You kidding me? Thank you. You're a gentleman. Thank you so much. Thank you, Tom. Tom donated to the channel today. I'm very, very grateful. Thank you. Mark Waldrop, I think his last name is pronounced. He also donated to the channel. Thank you very much. He bought me a pre-roll J. Oh, it's on my comments page. If you look on the, the tabs where it says, video, playlist. Well, one says community. If you click on the community tab, it's the very first comment is the URL for the calendars. I'm starting to use my community tab more like how I used to use my Facebook tab. If you guys aren't, I'm forcing everyone to see my useless stuff, I guess. We do. Everyone has a lot to be thankful for. It's just the fact that we're living and breathing right now should, warrant thanks for that, Oh crap, did I lock my car? I have to go lock my car. I think I'm one of 4 cars in the parking lot. Hold on a second, guys. So Diane should be here shortly. She's running about 10 minutes late. We're about 6 minutes in, so she should be here soon. John, how you doing? Sit down your PayPal. uh, um, yeah, so I got some things to work on my side. But one thing I'm working on this weekend, it's really close at hand, is some videos. We'll be doing some night vision videos or night camera, night action kind of stuff, starting tonight actually, and moving in clear through Monday. I'll be using the night vision camera. I've come up with all kinds of crazy ideas what you can do with this camera, but one cool thing is if I'm exploring an abandoned building, no one would see me in there, like a flashlight would give off. No one would see me. So I'm like using the cover of darkness as my cloak. That'd be kind of neat. I don't know. Just exploring abandoned places in the dark is spooky enough. Putting night vision onto it might be a little strange. I don't know. I've already done it, right? And I like the outcome of it. Anyway. So some of that's starting. And I'm also going to be doing, picking up some recommendations from past live streams, which is to do more, my nomadic life, the boring, mundane stuff you guys don't get to see me, waking up in the morning, making coffee, that kind of thing, making breakfast, making dinner or lunch, how I settle in for the night kind of thing, I guess. So maybe crack that open to you guys. It's not going to be a whole lot of entertainment, but I guess if you guys want to see it, so I'm going to start doing that. I'm also working on how to approach these opportunities with teardrop trailers or anything like I was talking about earlier. The collaboration with other channels, doing stuff like that, maybe doing a little more video on the road nomadically versus me working out of a central location like Prump or like this hotel. I don't know. I'm ready to go. Ready to go. There are things I have to nail down a little bit more. I got to get those rear upper control arms replaced on the car. I got to do that like ASAP. I'm going to do that, but geez Louise. So I'm escaping for a bit. Starting tonight after this live stream, I'm going to be heading out to Death Valley, and I'm going to boondock out there, travel back. Well, I'm going to be doing night vision stuff, or night camera work. So it's going to be a long night tonight and the next couple nights, but I'll be able to sleep and edit during the day. Meeting up with, I'm also meeting up with one of our channel frequenters. It's Foremost Authority is going to be meeting up with me. It's a common follower we have, both Wonderosity and this channel has, is Foremost Authority. He's been very, very kind to the channel. He's the reason why there's a night vision camera. Let's put it that way. So, to Foremost Authority, thank you very much. And look forward to seeing you very shortly. Actually, I already met him yesterday, unannounced. That's why I wasn't on live yesterday. I was out in Death Valley again. Anywho, that's what's going on. Ooh, there's comments. Yeah, that's kind of like heat. I think is what you're thinking. I have just infrared night vision camera, which does it does color, which is weird. I have a video up that kind of illustrates what happens with that. But if I turn on an artificial IR light, it kind of blasts it out, but I get more resolution. It's playing around with that stuff. So anyway. We need you and Sarah to put out the good content. Pamela, what do you mean? Oh, well, yeah. We're doing our best. Yeah, it's false color. Thank you, John. It's false color. I don't know, it uses some kind of technology or software to figure out what colors are really out there, I guess, through grayscale. I don't know how it works. Because I thought infrared only saw. Anyway, I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know it works. It looks pretty weird. It looks like something that you might think a mushroom trip might look like. Never had a mushroom trip, so I don't know. I'm assuming a lot there. Anna's Burning Curiosity just came out with something. Feast. By the way, if you haven't checked out her channel, please do. Anna's Burning Curiosity. She has a great channel. It's very, I call them art videos. They're kind of artsy. I like them. Well, thanks, Pamela. Shake Esters, how you doing? Mark, thank you for the donation today. That was very kind of you. Both you and Tom really made my day. That was very kind of you to do that. It shifts the wavelength. Well, it looks like color to me. I don't know anything about wavelengths. As long as it's waving at me nicely. Audie Slim, how you doing? Audie. Slim. I am nomadic, yes. Yeah, Tom, Anna's channel is it rocks. If you get a chance, also check out the artist channel. I forgot her name. Her channel name slips my mind. I talked about her this morning. But she has a great channel as well. I actually shared that her channel on my community post. So check my community post out, and please check out her channel as well. It's an art channel. But Anna's channel, she's on here sometimes. It's totally cool. She comes on the live chat. Same with World War II History Hunter. He's great as well. How's Audie doing? How's Slim? Slim asked me the other day, do I party? Little does Slim know. No, I used to work at a dispensary. Kim Crow Art, yes. Eric, thank you. Anna says her inspiration was Pam or Tiki Treks. Well, Tiki Treks is why I did a lot of my first videos is because of Tiki Treks. I learned from her. Totally. Did I hear you say you're going to start Backroads Uni? No. No, you did not hear that, Shakecaster. I'm thinking about getting an off-road bike, motorcycle, like a 125 or 150, 250, something like that. I don't know. To go off-roading instead of hiking so much. But I also want to get a teardrop trailer in which the bike can sit or ride on somehow. That would be the customization of my particular teardrop. It would have to accommodate an off-road bike. So I could ride it up and park it, lock it down, and tow it with the rest of the trailer, and still have it be off-road. So off-road being, the type of roads I take aren't really off-road. They're more like trails. Anyway. A two-stroke? Enduro bikes? Yeah, something like that. Something that would be easy to work on, not expensive, more, disposable kind of motorcycle, but can handle off-road fairly well. I think Diane's here. She's probably watching this live stream. I don't know. But she just pulled up, I think. Should I turn the camera around? You can see her. She parked directly right. She's right there. She just pulled up. That's the car. Not that you guys need to know this stuff. How's it going, everyone, though? Diane's about to walk in, I think. 4-stroke. Where do you guys get unicycle from? What? That don't make no sense. I have to turn on the lights, I think. Be right back. I think they're going to turn them on. We'll see. I think that's good enough. Yeah. That's the chair. Yeah, that's the chair there. Okay, we're good. So, yeah, here comes Diane. I guess it's just her, not Jocelyn as well. I don't know how we're going to do this. I'm going to hope she's bringing her camera in. On a unicycle. Diane, how's it going?
How's it going?
Good. How you doing?
Good. I brought you a gift.
Oh my goodness, root beer.
I'm gonna go use the restroom real quick.
You know where's that? It's down
No,
down the hallway here and to the left.
Okay.
You can't miss it. Now there's an entrance. Root beer in tow. Put a piece of tape over it, Pamela. Alexis Outdoors. I have checked her out. She's a really cool dog. Bring your own root beer. Darla, how are you? I miss Darla. It's good having you here. Hopefully my notification helped out. Can schedule around it or something, I don't know. We have Diane from Adventures Outside Las Vegas here today. I've known her for a while. I met her, well, I'll explain that when she gets here, I guess. We met each other in Tacoma with Jocelyn. not too long ago, but just over a year ago, I think. I was healing my ankle, I believe. It was getting to the point where I was getting recognized in a lot of places all of a sudden. And this was, I think, one of those times. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, it definitely happened.
All right.
So
How's it going?
this is Diane, everyone.
Hi,
Diane.
everyone. Where's your lens or your? Where should I
Everything?
look?
Right here.
Okay.
Let
Hi,
me
everyone.
take this pen out.
I'm really late. Sorry.
Yeah, you're super late. That's fine. We've just been jabbering.
There's been a lot of traffic and construction, so.
Oh, where at? You're coming from
Everywhere.
Las Vegas, right?
in Las Vegas, yeah.
Darla's here. Oh, my whole gang's here. Everyone's here. There's 33 people here. Von Dutch is here. John. Everyone said hello.
Hi.
Let's get more of this where you have probably better eyesight than me. I have to.
I can also use
I'll
my
u-
phone
I'll
for the
use-
chat too, if you
Oh,
want.
yeah. Go ahead and log in. That way you can see what's going on a little better. I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. They're talking about.
It's Friday.
Is it?
I think so.
It is. You're right. I've been trying to schedule this. Well, I can't talk about what I was scheduling, but
I was listening to an audiobook on the way here, and it's really good. It's the Matthew McConaughey memoir. It's really good.
was he doing the narration?
Yeah, he does. So it's
Of his own memoir?
yeah,
That's odd.
I know, but it's really good. If you guys haven't read his book, you should. It's funny and it's good.
I bet it's more funny than good.
It's like about his life
Yeah,
and
he's he's a total partier, so and a religious guy at the same time. That's usually how it goes.
yeah, there isn't much religion in the
reli-
book yet, but
oh, really?
yeah.
Anyway, anywho, interesting guy nonetheless. He probably doesn't know Larry from Eminence from X5.
He should.
I don't think he does though.
He should.
He
Though.
should.
He's missing out.
Yeah, he's partying too much, I think. Well, you know, it was between him and me for the Lincoln commercials. So, so
Well, he likes to do mushrooms in the desert, so maybe he'd be a
not
pretty
that we know
cool-
anything
not-
about
I don't know
mushrooms
anything
in
about
the
that. I'm sorry.
desert. We
But
just
he's
we
probably a
talk
pretty
about
cool
it a
guy
lot.
to hang out with. Sorry.
I don't know this person. Matter of fact, it's not even my live stream. I'm getting out of here.
Bye.
Oh, you can see now. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I have this contraption where you can just, yeah. What phone are you using?
This is the Note, Note S10 Plus.
You got the newer Note.
There's a newer one.
That's a bigger phone than
It
mine.
is big.
It's like slightly bigger.
There's a newer one though.
And yours looks right compared to mine because I'm on the wrong side. Why does selfie cameras do this? I'm actually supposed to be on the other side of this, like I'm looking there. Is it to not confuse the person using the camera, I guess?
I don't know why you have to switch it every time it's on selfie mode. It's like looking
So if
into
I
a,
s- if
it's
I
like
s-
looking into a mirror.
Yeah, if I spelled my name on the back of my hand and showed it up, it would read backwards to you folks. Well, but when you look at it online, like on your monitor, it's correct. I don't get it. I just don't understand.
No, mine is wrong. Yours is right.
Well, from the camera's perspective, it's correct. I'm on the right side.
No, yours is right because you're on my left side.
Well, then why did they flip it over there?
I don't know.
It's the same problem in reverse now. Okay, if it's right this way, which it kind of is. I don't know. We got 45 people here getting all confused.
Wow. Sorry.
Mammoth, Hot Creek.
Ooh, yes. I don't know.
Well,
That's
where,
a really good.
that's where mushrooms grow on cow patties. I mean, where else can you get them?
Yeah. Well, now you can grow them in your closet or whatever.
No shit. Get it?
Somebody said Mammoth Hot Creek. That's a really good place to go. That's where that Willie's.
Mammoth Hot Creek. What's that?
It's where that Willie's Hot Spring is.
Willie's Hot Spring.
It's by the Green Church on Highway 395.
Green Church.
I don't know. It looks like they're having a conversation on there, but somebody said Mammoth Hot Creek. I love that place.
It's fun watching these guys talk. Because they can't really talk unless there's another forum somewhere else. They all clamor on here and they just start talking about weird stuff. Like mushrooms. I don't know how they got the idea of talking about mushrooms.
Oh, well, I wouldn't want to be near the hot creek on mushrooms. I'd rather be a little ways away from it.
I'm talking to you. So, I'm going to turn this off for a second. I got some questions.
Sorry, Bear.
Do you guys have questions?
Do you guys have questions?
For Diane here?
I brought you root beer.
Thank you for the root beer.
I've heard you talk about root beer, and I've seen you
connoisseur. Drink. Yeah, I love root beer. Those are awesome. Thank you very much. Those will come in handy at camp.
Awesome.
Yeah, definitely. You can never have too much root beer. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, let us know. We're going to kind of watch, but not really at the same time. I guess, yeah, you got it.
Somebody asked where I'm from. I'm from a town called Hesperia in California.
Hesperia?
Yeah. It's, but I'm actually from Summit Valley, which is the unincorporated area. So, near the San Bernardino Mountains.
So Southern California, LA area.
No.
High desert? Is it the high
desert?
Is it the high desert area? Okay, so
yeah, it's very similar to Pahrump, actually.
So what racetracks are out there in that area?
Adelanto.
Don't know that.
They have like a.
Is Willows out there?
Well,
Willows
you mean like
kinda...
NASCAR or?
No, like well, any kind of road racing. I think Willows is out there. Is Willows? Do you guys know if Willows?
I've never heard of that.
You never heard of? No, Willows. No, I can't remember.
But I know, like, the Fontana Raceway is
That's
the
not
closest,
too far, right?
like, drag.
That's a super speedway, I think.
Yeah.
That thing's huge. It's like a city all in itself. Does doing mushrooms in the desert cure COVID? It does. Yes, it cures any kind of death. It will stop it in its tracks. Man, Shake Ashers knows everything. Crazy. Yeah, I got some people on here that have a lot of like back knowledge.
Yeah.
And they're very open with it. It's kind of nice. I don't know. It's kind of intimidating. You get anything wrong in your videos, and you know all about it in the chats.
Oh.
And I get a lot of things wrong.
I'm getting there with people.
I've broken down to doing what Sarah does. Hey, look at this. What the heck is this, guys? Can you tell me what this is all about? And leave it at that instead of making a Larry out of myself, basically.
Wow, 47 people are on 46.
Yeah, it's been worse.
Lot.
It's been a lot worse than this. We're doing about 50% now. When we get to 100%, is when we have to start worrying about overheating the phone, the camera.
What do you mean?
Well, isn't this like it gets to 100 and then the phone will stop working, right?
Really? 100
Yes.
people on your chat?
Yeah, when it gets to 100, the whole phone just freezes up.
Oh.
It's too many people. It's showing in well, there's only so much room inside the phone. You can only fit so many eyeballs in there, and then it starts jamming up the phone. So.
Will we be collaborating? Maybe soon.
She doesn't want to collaborate with me.
That's not true.
She wants to collaborate with me. It's just that she never agrees to. Well, you were supposed to collaborate with the. This is the missing person on the wheat paste mural stuff that we did. Remember that we were talking about going, but then the whole COVID thing, and it got weird. It was a difficult time for everyone, but
yeah,
that's where my confusion started with why you didn't want to go. I thought I was staying away because of COVID. I was used to invite her, but then
he thought I was afraid of COVID, which
I
take precautions. Yeah. I take precautions, but I'm not really afraid. At first, I was kind of skeptical, but I get out and about now.
Well, you just recently started doing this more full time. Right?
Yeah.
How long has that been? A few
So
months now, right?
I had a year-long contract with the Nevada Department of Wildlife.
Uh-huh.
I did an internship with them, and that took up 40 hours a week. And about halfway through, my YouTube channel started growing, and I lost complete interest in doing anything for anybody else. I really just wanted to work on my hobby and my project. And so when the contract ended in August, I decided that I wanted to do this full time, and there's no way I could put any amount of effort into anybody else's work. So now I just.
Hey, Gary.
Hi, Gary. Now I just do deliveries for Grubhub and Amazon, so I can build my own schedule and.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's
I
picked up.
I just
I'm
found
very
myself
close to
eating
being
off that
monetized.
stuff. Oh, you are?
Very close.
Well, so I think I had to get to 1,000 subscribers, and I don't know how many view hours I have to have, or view minute. I forgot what the
I have
ranking was.
about 1,300 subscribers, and I have about 3,400 hours of watch time. So I'm need
Is
about.
it 1,500
It's a
subscribers?
1,000 subscribers, but
And then
you
you
need
have
the
to-
4,000 hours of watch time.
Okay. Because I remember having no problem with the watch time. I was having a problem with getting the subscribers.
So for me, it's the watch time. And now people are watching my videos longer because I go back into the analytics. I look at videos that people didn't like. I look at the ones that they did like. And now YouTube does this really cool thing
I don't
where
do this stuff.
it shows you when people stop watching. So if I can figure out what
Tom,
people.
Gary, Pam, I know when, I'm going to know here soon when you guys stop watching my videos. See, I'm gonna
Yeah.
be checking on you guys.
So
You hear
I
this?
try to just improve based on when people stop watching. So if people stop watching at a certain point in time, I try not to do whatever that is that I was doing. Like I try to.
Recreation Outside Las Vegas. That is the channel name. That Diane is that's the channel.
Larry's
Diane's
always
running.
giving me shout outs. I think most of my subscribers are your subscribers.
What?
Yeah. They're pretty good. They're pretty good people.
You guys really? So I should not put out videos when you put out videos then,
Oh no, you can.
because I might overload
Well,
them with
some-
video watching.
Sometimes people like to watch videos back to back.
I actually heard someone on either this channel or Sarah's live stream that said something like, "Oh, it's Wednesday, yay! It's the Larry Hussey hour."
It's good.
What?
I love Wednesdays.
I have to release on Wednesdays. That's when my peers release. If I don't, then I'm missing out on the, well, like the draft behind them.
Yeah.
Everyone's watching these adventure videos. Put yours out too. Someone might have the inkling to just click on it. You don't
So
know.
what's cool is Jocelyn, my friend Jocelyn, that's in most of my videos. You know Jocelyn.
Okay,
She
first up, that's
has-
question number one. This is a good segue. I thought Jocelyn was part of the channel. I thought you guys were like the team that
Well,
the glue.
It's my channel, but she's my best friend, and she's basically my only like good friend that I have.
We're
so.
talking friends from like what, kindergarten?
We met in preschool.
Preschool. That just
So,
blows
yeah,
my
her-
mind. I've never had friends past like 3 years after I know they're.
Yeah,
gone.
she puts up with me for some reason. I've got so many shenanigans that she puts up with. You don't want to be in this, Larry?
Drinking this.
Oh.
We don't want to see Larry drinking this soda.
But anyway, so Jocelyn usually has Wednesdays and Thursdays off. So on Wednesday morning, when you guys put out your videos, you and Wonder Hussy,
Yeah.
I download them because I have YouTube Premium. So
Oh, nice.
I just download them onto my phone. So when we go camping at night, when I lay in my tent, I watch all of your
Ah!
videos.
It's so strange to hear people watch my content. I know that's why I do the content, but when you hear people, do you get this feeling? Like when someone tells me something, oh, you remember that video you made about XYZ place? I remember making the video. I remember watching the video. But it's weird hearing people tell me
Yeah.
about the video I made and how much they like it. It's weird. It's not
It's
not
weird.
a bad weird.
It's weird to me when people go watch like my first videos because they're not very good. And
All
then
my
they
videos are
subscribe
bad
from.
past
Hey, Bill.
1 year now. I think a year back, it's all bad.
Bill's on.
Uh-oh, Bill's here. Recreation outside Las Vegas. Yes, Gary. Thanks, Pamela. Larry's BS News Hour. Yes.
Just make it a different section of this channel. Starting new YouTube channels is very difficult.
Who's doing that? Me?
They want you to do that.
They want me to start a YouTube channel? Oh, the BS Hour? Yeah, that would be the Scary Larry channel, right? Scary Larry commentary.
Yeah, thumbs up, everyone.
Yeah, thumbs up. She was late.
I was late. I actually stopped to buy Larry's root beer.
Yeah, check it out. There is root beer here, folks.
Because I remember in the last couple lives you've been drinking root beer, and then I remember when you went to Las Vegas recently.
Yes.
And you were excited about some root beer that you were drinking, so I got you some root beer.
Well, someone actually sent in some brewery-made root beer, and well, Dan's place, the Death Valley Brewery.
He has root beer?
He makes his own root beer there.
Nice.
And it tastes just like the one I had.
Sunday. I need to go on Sunday.
Root beer on Sunday.
Maybe, because they're only open on weekends, right?
I think they're only on weekends. Yeah, that'd be a great place to stop. Yeah.
I like cream soda too.
I don't know if they make cream soda.
Oh, thanks, Gary. Some of my early videos are pretty bad. When I was afraid to talk to the camera, I would just film.
What camera?
To my phone. But I would just film in my
There's a camera in our phones?
Mine's out of film though, so.
Oh, mine doesn't take any film, so there's no place to put film in, so mine doesn't work anymore. This is a mirror. That's why you're on that side and I'm on this side. And I shouldn't be.
This is a nice spot.
It is okay. It's nice. In the morning, it's rather busy in here because there's a big line for food. Goes right to that door. They serve food right there. Let me show you guys.
Who's on a flip phone?
Okay.
Wow.
So there's that's the door to get the food. Then you get your condiments there. Then I don't know what that door's for. Then you leave the other direction through that door, and down that way is the bathrooms. And that's the tour. These guys know this place. You guys know this place.
That's the Holiday Inn.
It's the Holiday Inn. Okay, so that was question number one. So Jocelyn is a good friend, and she's on the channel. She's on the channel. Oh, these guys know me. They want to see you.
I know, but...
Watch all the comments. No, put it back on her. Get him out of the shot. Fast. Well, that looks good back there. The chandelier things back there over your shoulder. It looks good. So Jocelyn is just a friend.
Yeah.
That happens to be on the channel. Because you just made a video that I haven't watched yet, I have to say. The one about the 5-minute setup, I think is what it was called.
It's not out yet. It's actually a premiere.
Oh.
It'll
So I couldn't have watched it.
It'll be out on Sunday.
Well, that looks intriguing. I've been meaning to watch that. I thought it was already out. Okay, so it looks like you did a setup and she did a setup. And you compared the two?
No.
Oh, you didn't?
It was just mine.
Because she bought a brand new Jeep, Jocelyn, and it's nice. Hopefully we get to see it in the video.
It's in a different video.
Oh, man. I'm getting it all wrong. So, okay, you can't tell us about the video because then you'd be giving it up.
Somebody's watching my Frenchman Mountain video. Mark.
Mark? Tim, oh, hey. Hello, Larry. Okay, now I can read.
I don't know, Tim. I hope they heal quickly.
Oh, man.
Oh, Larry.
I am useless. Totally. I'm reading the comments, folks.
Who's Darla? I love that name.
Partner for you, Larry. Why do you guys... Why does it automatically go to stuff like that? Anytime someone was on the show? I don't get it.
Maybe a working partner, like a.
I don't know. Why? I kind of am useless. I can't see anymore. But do go to her channel. Check it out. Recreation outside Las Vegas.
It's pretty good now. I'm trying to build my website.
You're doing a lot more hikes. And you're going to...
Well, I'm trying to do
Really
hikes
nice.
to work off some of this weight I've gained, but
Well,
and it makes me feel good.
it's a nice byproduct of hiking. But
Yeah.
You've always been hiking.
Yeah.
I know you as a hiking channel.
Bill, I did do 2 Frenchman Mountain videos, but the first one that I did, I actually just compared my Garmin InReach GPS. I compared it with my phone, and I wanted to show people how accurate the GPS is compared to the phone. So I used that hike to do that. Because you know how when you hike, you use your phone to see how far you've gone? It's never accurate. So I wanted to show people that. And yeah. So basically, I did release 2 videos, but they're different for the Frenchman Mountain hike.
I've never... Well, no. I've done 2 videos at a place called...
Eric, I have not made my bed any bigger in my car. Actually, I don't know if my car has much longer. I don't know how long it's gonna last. So
What? What's
I'm
wrong
not
with
really
that?
gonna put too much work into it. There's just everything is going on wrong with the fuel system.
Oh, no.
I've changed so many things out, and it's still giving me a hard time. So
Oh, man. That's tough.
I'm just gonna drive it until it falls apart,
Until it falls apart like on...
and then
Wheeze
figure it
Brothers.
out from there. So
Mad Max Cabin, I did 2 videos. Yeah, but they were kind of separate videos, but I did 2 videos at the same place.
the what?
Mad Max Cabin. It's near Baker,
Oh,
and it's really weird. I was camping on that dry lake bed. Just after I'd met Sarah, I was camping on that dry lake bed, and she had come and went to that cabin while I was on that dry lake bed. She did
You
a whole
know,
like cabin tour out there. I didn't know that.
last year that kind of happened to me with her. I was going I was going to places, and it was weird for like a couple months. She would upload, and I hadn't uploaded any of my videos. I was just going there, and I was kind of getting more comfortable to like film. And she would upload videos of places I've been, and I'm like, "Oh, that's interesting." Like
Oh,
just she would,
man.
you know,
She's doing her own thing.
yeah, great minds think alike.
Oh my goodness. Thank you, Cindy and everyone. What's going on? What kind of car is it? Yeah, what kind of car do you drive?
I drive a 2004 Chevy Trailblazer, and it
Nice.
has 220,000 miles on it, so it's been really good to me. When I purchased it 5 years ago, it had 100,000 miles on it, but I've driven it everywhere, so.
Nice.
And it's been a really good car, and I think even with the fuel problems, I probably have another year left, so. It's just the gas mileage just sucks so bad right now because of all the fuel problems. My boyfriend does go on adventures with me sometimes, but he's a really hard worker and he's always working. So, also I prefer to be alone most of the time. So
Uh-oh.
the
You're a loner.
relationship actually works out great because
You're a part of
I
life.
don't have to have someone with me at all times, and
Oh.
I don't have someone asking me where I'm going and when I'm coming back unless it's like he wants to know for my safety. He doesn't have to be with me all the time, and that is just, it's great. I prefer to be alone. I like to be in a relationship, but I like to be alone too, so it works out.
Cool. I've got a lot of alerts going off here.
I know, it's your Instagram. It's from Debbie.
It's from Debbie. Debbie, stop. Stop sending me messages, please. Thank you. We're getting them all. We can see them all. Thank you.
I heard Jocelyn saw you at the hot springs recently too.
Yes,
She told me
Jocelyn
all
with her
about it.
boyfriend.
Yeah,
Yes.
and she said she was in her robe and you were in your robe.
I don't have a robe.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah, sure. I do not own a robe yet. I was looking at them today, actually, in Walmart.
Oh.
They had a big selection of them in there.
Okay. You need a robe.
Here in town, yeah.
Bill, what was that last one?
Robes take room.
I saw. Oh. Thanks, Bill.
You left me at the top of the mountain. What?
Oh.
You left someone at the top of the mountain.
Did I see you on top of the mountain? There were people on top of that mountain. There was a when I was hiking the Frenchman mountain hike, there was a homeless man, and which is fine. And he was running down from the top. He didn't have any shoes or shirt on, and he was talking to himself.
What?
And yeah, so the hike back was interesting because I was trying to avoid him. I don't think I've hiked back from
Now you
from a hike
Can you
so
talk
fast
about
in
the
my life.
incident you emailed me about?
Okay, so
Well, let me
you know what's
preface
weird?
this. There's something happened. Okay, something happened to her that kind of
Not really to me.
it was kind of
but
freaky sounding.
So it's weird because last week I did a live video, and one of the questions was, do I ever feel unsafe being alone? And my answer was no. I've never felt unsafe. I've been going to hot springs for over 20 years. I've never felt unsafe until the other day in Tacoma. There was this man, and I went to the hot springs that night, late at night, and he was waiting in his car. And when I walked by the car to go into the hot springs, he rolled down his window and he told me, "Be careful out there." And then he tried to tell me about the hot springs, and I said, "Okay, thank you. I've already been here before." So I go and I get into the hot springs, and he gets in too, and he has a headlamp on, and he's shining his headlamp everywhere, and it's pitch black. I didn't even know there was another couple in the hot springs. They were trying to enjoy themselves, and he says to them, "I'm sorry for shining my light on you." And he keeps shining his light on them, like he's trying to see them. And the guy was like, "Well, then don't shine your light on us." And I thought the guy was just being mean to him because he was an old man. And I was like, well, maybe he just needs to see. No, his behavior just kept progressing, and just the things he would say. He kept telling me, "I could take you to these places," which would be, usually I'm like, okay, yeah, let's go. But it just, his body language and his behavior, it just like kept progressing. So
Interesting.
the couple left because they were annoyed, and as they started to leave, I decided to leave too. I said, okay, I'm gonna get out too. I was only in there for 5 minutes. I was so mad, and
That sucks.
I plan to spend like hours in there. But
So do you ever see that guy before?
no, he says he works at the bistro out there.
Interesting. That's
Anyways,
weird.
I haven't emailed.
What was his name?
I was going to email the bistro just because when I left, when I was leaving, he was like, "Wait for me, I'll shine my light for you so you can see." And I said, "It's okay, I don't need light." So I basically ran out of the hot springs. I got in my car, and the couple, they were actually kind enough to wait for me. So I know it wasn't just me that just felt weird. The couple waited for me to leave, and then he asked me where I was staying, and I said, "Oh, I'm driving back to Vegas tonight." But I was really camping up the road. I just didn't want him to know that. And I came back the next morning, and he was there, and he was like, "Oh, you decided to stay?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I found my friend out here, so I decided to stay." And he just kept going on and on about how he comes to these hot springs to
Do you know what kind of car it was?
to meet the women. Yeah, I actually have a picture of his license plate I took. But so yeah, that was just a weird encounter. And
What was his name?
his name was Michael,
Michael. Okay.
and he has like a Boston accent. And I didn't really want to get too involved because I know I plan on going back, and I don't really want to run into him. But so yeah,
It's a very small town.
he left when Jocelyn and I were in the hot springs. He said he was going to go make breakfast. He offered us some, which, smart man.
Well, Jocelyn was there with you.
If you could lure me in any way, it's probably with food. So, pretty smart guy.
Interesting.
But I declined. Smart. And he left, and he went and got his friend, who is another gentleman. And they actually just sat in their car just staring at the hot springs. They never really came back out and got into the hot springs. And when we went back to our cars, they were borderline kind of harassing us. The other guy was telling us like all these things about the hot springs that weren't true, all this bacteria and blah blah blah. And I'm like, I've never heard of that. So he just kept going on and on and on, and they just kept talking about women, and which is fine. I grew up in a bar, and I was in the military, so I know all the language. But yeah, so we just left, and I just did not feel uncomfortable. And what I feel bad for is that he is publicly announcing that he works for one of these businesses out there.
Well, he's
Well, if,
probably just trying to make you feel comfortable that he's talking with you.
I
Oh,
guess
I'm a
I
local
mean,
kind of person.
and
It doesn't
normally,
sound like anyone
normally,
I would meet in Tacoma.
normally I'd be like, okay, that's fine. Like, and if Larry, if you said if like I met you at the hot springs and you're like, hey, you should go see all these places, we could go, I would be like, okay, because you give off a different vibe. Like the vibe that he gave off just wasn't.
Oh.
It just wasn't good. So.
Well, I met you at the Miners Tub, right? No, I met
Yeah.
you.
Well, you were camping at the
I was
Miners
camping
Tub.
at the Miners Tub, and I went down to the hot spring, the mud baths, and
But yeah,
you
so
guys were there.
to any of the
Yeah,
women
somewhat,
out there,
I
if
feel
you run into this guy, he has a green, like Toyota Corolla or maybe a Honda Civic. He has Arizona license plates. He has a Boston accent. He's a very tall man. But if you're ever in a situation where you feel it's, not good, don't feel bad about leaving. At first, I felt really bad about leaving, and I felt bad about judging him. But it just,
That's weird.
even to right
Feel
now,
bad?
it just doesn't feel right. So
Something wasn't right. You leave. Yeah.
yeah,
You
and I
follow
just-
your gut.
I just kind of felt bad that he was, saying that he works at the bistro. So I do want to send an email to the bistro just saying, their employers are coming down there kind of harassing people, and it makes people feel uncomfortable. Because I don't want to go to the bistro now. I never went there before, but
I wouldn't recommend going there.
yeah, so it
There's
was just
better
a
places
weird.
to eat. Like
It was just a weird situation, but it's just kind of interesting because
Denny's.
the last live video I did,
This is the Crow's Bar. Crow Bar.
they're pretty good.
Yeah, they're okay. They're kind of overpriced.
They're kind of overpriced. If you got bigger portions, I'd feel okay about paying the price.
Well, $7 for a hot chocolate is a bit steep. I mean, come on. The whole box costs $1.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Anyway.
that's my story. If you ever feel uncomfortable, just leave.
Yeah. That's why most girls leave when they meet me. They feel
If he does
uncomfortable.
work at the bistro, I'm not really sure if he does. He said he lived in Tacoma Heights. I didn't even know that. Tacoma Heights, is that?
Yeah, that's on the other side of town.
That's where
the school is, and
that's what he said. And he said he lived there, but when I left that night, I turned off onto Furnace Creek Road, but when I turned off on the road, I drove a little bit and I turned off my lights because I didn't want him to follow me. And he turned across from the lights. So I don't know if I don't know how much of his story was true, but yeah. So, Tom, I would never think you're a weirdo. And that is like why I didn't really want to tell people about this, because I don't want people to think I just think all these guys who talk to women at the hot springs are weirdos. No, that's not the case.
Arizona plates kind of bug me
I've
too.
met pretty awesome people at the hot springs of
Arizona
all
plates in
genders,
California.
all ages, and I usually have a good time. This is the first time I've ever felt this way, so it was just yeah, I would never just randomly think someone's a weirdo just for, having a conversation. It wasn't that. And even I'm used to the vulgar talk. Trust me. I've been in the military and I can deal with it. I grew up in a bar. So that's not it. It was just the weird vibe that he
She
put
grew
off.
up in a military bar.
Yeah.
Those are the worst.
Yeah, so I'm used to all sorts of things. But
Just a bunch of
Yeah.
guys hanging out with each other, and there's no women around, and she was there growing up in it.
yeah, I didn't really want to tell people about that, but if
grown up
you
with a
are
bar?
if you are in Tacoma, I mean,
Oh, the story.
yeah,
that's
if you
a
run
creepy
into
story.
him, I'd be kind of interested if you have the same interaction. You can email me.
I've had some weird things happen there at that place.
In Tacoma?
At the mud bath itself, yes, some weird
See,
stuff.
I've never had anything bad happen. So
Nothing. One weird fun thing that happened was a whole bunch of monks showed up once, and
well,
literally
at least they didn't say anything
they
to
were
you.
in that maroon garb and the gold, and they all sat down. They're all bald, and they're all talking this
They talk?
They were talking
I
amongst
thought
themselves.
monks weren't allowed to
They were
talk.
doing something. They were saying stuff, but they were staying secluded and kind of quiet. But they had a whole ritual going on. It was great. They set up a little fire. You're not supposed to have a fire out there. They set up a little fire, kept warm.
So the rules don't apply to them. Just kidding.
I did not say that. But they
I'm just
did.
kidding.
They knew what the rules were. They did it anyway. I don't know if it applies to them or not. It happened though. I also met a traveling monk from Korea. He used to be a military pilot for Korea, and he turned into a monk.
Oh.
And I met him out there. That was a whole afternoon of talking.
Yeah, Pamela said that's why she worries about not having a pass-through in the truck camper. Yeah, that's why I do like camping in my car like that, because I have left in situations like Christmas tree pass. One time I left because
Dumb monks.
these weird people showed up. Like, it's weird. They drove all the way up the dirt road without lights on, and then they
Monkey
parked right
around.
next to me. So it was weird. But that was one situation where it was nice to just call in and. But
I out-zenned the monk.
I kind of just.
I was more simple than him. My car
Did you?
setup was a lot more streamlined than his. He lived
Nice.
in a truck. He was in the bed of the truck when he got out.
Oh,
Anyway, sorry, folks.
it's okay.
I'm blabbing.
Were they just monkeying around?
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah, some good dry humor here on this channel, mainly from me.
Yeah, so
Hare Krishna.
Tom said he'd tell them to his face that they were uncomfortable or you or I should leave. I'm
pretty direct with stuff like that as well. I'm kind of
the
telling
next,
them.
because I wasn't really sure if it was me overreacting. I didn't really want to say anything and be rude to him. So the next day when I showed up and I realized that his behavior was going to continue in the direction that I thought it was the night before, that's when I did tell him, it's inappropriate. And his friend was telling me that there was bacteria in the water, and I'm like, well, that's not true, because
There's bacteria in all kinds of water.
I mean, there is, but I said, I do read the website occasionally before I go out there and just see if there's any updates. But I just said, well, your friend was in the water. And he said, well, he's not very bright, is he? And I said, no, he isn't. And the guy just looked at me, and they just kept going on and on about women, how they come to the hot springs to find women. And I did tell them, that's inappropriate. And
That's how we
the
met.
hot springs are really.
We met at the hot springs.
Yeah, we did meet at the hot springs, but
it
you
wasn't
weren't creepy.
It wasn't like that though. I mean, I was just hanging out. I was trying to heal my ankle, if I believe correctly. I'm sitting alongside the
Yeah.
bank there for a while. Anyway. Anywho,
But yeah. Anyways,
This
that's my
is-
story, and I'm sticking to it.
and this I learned last night or the night before, I forget which, but yeah, and I was trying to make arrangements to hang out and do stuff, and we ended up doing this. But yeah, there was all this stuff going on, and yeah.
Well, I did want to ask you if you knew him, just because I
No,
know
I
you go
don't.
out there, and
So I got an email from her. Was it an email or
it was Instagram.
Instagram? Yeah, that spooked me. That was weird.
So, I mean, I do carry protection with me, but what good is that going to do when you're naked in a hot spring?
True. Okay, guys, we're gonna sign off. It's been about an hour, and I have to actually make camp from really far away from here. But I will talk to you guys on the other side of this
Oh.
trip. And
Bill asked where I'm going next. I'm going to answer. I'm sorry. I actually don't know.
Oh, you don't?
I actually think I'm going to do a video at Christmas Tree Pass for Christmas. So
Christmas tree pass.
sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you, but
No, that's all right. But that's it, guys. I will talk to you guys in a bit. Thanks for tuning in. Please check out her channel. Please
yeah,
check
and
out.
I have a blog too, and usually when I go places, I write about it, and I have maps on my website. It's recreationoutsidelasvegas.com. So I like to write too, so it works out.
Please check her out if you haven't already.
Thank you.
Subscribe, like all her videos, watch all her videos several times, or just put on repeat all day long and just, walk off and let her just gather up those pennies all day long. I'm kidding,
Yeah,
folks.
if everybody here would just watch one of my videos, it would help my watch time.
It would. It would. She needs to get monetized, folks. So the sooner the better. And I think that's it. Do you have any questions for me?
No.
I'm sure some of your people are watching in there.
Are you guys watching? My people or your people?
I can almost see them walking back and forth through this little window here. Every once in a while, I'll see them.
See, my
Walking through
people
there.
are your people. Like, the people that watch my live videos are the people that watch your live videos. They're your subscribers.
You have a good voice on your channel.
Thanks.
By the way, it's very soothing.
Thanks.
You're onto something there. So yeah. Okay, guys. Thanks a lot. I will talk to you on the flip side of this adventure. More videos to come. Next week's the F4 video. If you guys are into airplanes, I went to an F4 crash site.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's inside the Nevada Triangle.
Oh, creepy.
That guy Fawcett, he went down inside the triangle too.
That is creepy.
Yeah. Anyway, and I'm here in the triangle as well.
Good night, Bill.
Area 51 is in the triangle. I think.
No.
No, it goes from here. It goes from
Tahoe.
here to Tahoe or Reno area. Yeah, that's right. 'Cause this is it skirts it. It's right on the edge. It's right on the edge. You guys know. Okay, guys, that's it. Where did I put my? Did I put it back? No, I lost my pen.
Is it in your pocket?
Oh, see, I have conveniently lost. Oh, it's on the ground.
Oh no.
Literally, it's right here. Okay. It's been retrieved once again from the floor. It's the third time. I found it in a parking lot once. That's it, guys. I'm gonna hit the eject button, and it never ejects me. It always asks me the stupid question. What does it say?
Are you sure you want to stop streaming?
And that's never a question you
Thanks,
ask a guy
Dennis.
in the bathroom.
I know what Dennis said.